Mike, DJ Access here at the Columbus Museum of Art, and I just wanted to show you my new Toadmatic booth. And I know some of you are thinking I just did a video on the Toadmatic. That was a used version. I was using it to test it out, see if this is the right piece of gear for me, and it absolutely is. That was a 49-inch version. This is a 43, and I think the 43 is an absolutely perfect size for a DJ like me. So let's see what we got going on back here. This does not come with the Toadmatic, but you got the two mic stands here. These are Shure SM58 microphones, classic go-to mics, and I'm running it with the dual SLXD. So we have a dual unit right here, and I have that sitting on the left side with the half wave antennas up top. So the only thing that would make this a better connectivity would be if I got the QLXD system with a fin. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up diversity fin and you can kind of see what's going on there. This has been working for me so far perfectly with pretty wide range of what's going on. So we have the mic holders here. Those came with the old booth, and I just kind of moved them over to this one. This is the Rain Performer, my favorite controller by far. I think this has everything I need. Motorized platters, stems functionality everywhere, effects on both channels, 4 channels in case I need to put something else in, and everything else that you can expect from Rain as far as build quality. To the right here, we have the sound switch Control 1, and I have that routing down the back. If you look kind of down here, there is a Blizzard light caster that is going to send the signal from sound switch to my Chauvet Wellsticks 180s. And coming out the back, if you can really go back in there, you'll see a Rockville wireless dongle, and that goes to my Rockville uplight. So the signal comes from sound switch Control 1 into the Blizzard light caster that goes out to my tubes. It also goes out to the transmitter, which goes out to the uplight. So hopefully that all makes sense. That's what I'm using for lighting to make sure it is all wireless. Staying back here, we have a 2x4 HDMI splitter. What that means is I can send 2 inputs in and I can do 4 outputs. So I have one input being my media player, which you can find up here. This is a VideoTel media player. It's known for kind of being able to loop things seamlessly. And I have my little USB-C and USB-A flash drive there. I mentioned you can have 2 inputs. I do not use the second input, but if someone wanted to give me an input, I have that available. I also can do 4 outputs. Right now, I'm only using 2. One of those outputs goes all the way up top to this monitor here, and then to the front of the Toadmatic here. And then I have 2 more outputs if I need them. So moving around the back here, this is the Allen & Heath CQ12T. This is the mixer that's kind of the brains of everything. And the reason I got this is because it has wireless capability. Now, a lot of DJs like the QSC Touch Mix 8. The only problem with that is it came out in 2014. And I know that the QSC Touch Mix 8 is good. However, I just didn't feel right purchasing something that came out in 2014. You know how great technology gets now. So that's why I went with the Allen & Heath. It's serving me very, very well, and pretty much costs the same as the Touch Mix 8, which is pretty crazy. So you can see all my inputs here. I have my DJ channel. This is a dual channel mixed into one. I have my 2 microphones. I have my iPhone, which if you come up here, I got this little iPhone stand, and then I have the audio coming out of here, and then I can also charge it with 1 signal USB-C cable, and then this folds down so it doesn't have to go anywhere when I'm traveling. And then when I'm ready to go, flips up. Cell phone goes there in case I need to play something off of Spotify, or really just to charge and have it, you know, available to me whenever I need. I have a Furman power conditioner, which just shows me the voltage, and then the trip light for, you know, power outlets on the front and back. Oh, this is a great one too. So this is a wireless repeater. It's basically a wireless router that can also take the Wi-Fi from a venue and route it through to my iPad. So I'm going to connect my iPad to the router. The router is connected to the Allen & Heath mixer, which means I can be anywhere around the room as long as I'm connected to this guy. I can control everything on the Allen & Heath. So I can be at the back of the room, making sure that the volume is the perfect level where I'm not blasting the people in the front of the room, but I also make sure that the people in the back can hear if I need to adjust EQ. Oh, and one feature I did mention, we just set this up. It has a feedback assistant. Now, it's not going to eliminate feedback, but let's say feedback happens, it's going to take the frequencies and basically cancel out the frequencies that were giving me feedback. So once the person moves out front of the speakers, then it will automatically reset itself. So that's a really cool feature for the Allen Heath. I shouldn't have to use it that much because if you're positioning your speakers and your toasters, your speech givers correctly, you shouldn't be getting feedback. But every once in a while, I mean, let's be honest, we get that person who drops the mic all the way down to below their belly button, and you got to turn them all the way up, and that's when you start to introduce feedback. This is going to suppress that feedback even quicker than I can react to it, you know, being the DJ who hears the feedback. So very cool feature of the Allen Heath CQ12. I got the nice headphone holder here. This is a cup holder if I ever need it. I find myself not using it a bunch, but if I need to have a drink up here, this just kind of slides. How does this work? There it goes. So it slides in like that. Probably don't need that today. We'll put that back here. So I think that's everything. I'm gonna go ahead and rock this wedding. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And if you learned something or this was helpful, make sure you like and subscribe. DJ Access signing off. Peace.